All right, we're next video. The science of flirting. Being a hot ape. Someone sent this. Hey, this is going to be a terrible video.
Let me ask you something. Have you ever been in a situation where you've asked yourself the following question? Is this person flirting with me?
No, never. No.
Picture the scene. You're at a friend's party. You sashay into the kitchen because, well, we all know that's where the fun is.
I don't get invited to parties.
And you see an attractive stranger getting a drink refill from a box of wine. Your friend's a student. And so you get a drink refill.
I don't drink wine.
And you say something hilarious to the attractive stranger. Attractive stranger laughs. Good for you.
What should I say that's hilarious?
And then for the next few minutes, there's some
This is like terrible advice. She's already saying that like you know how to flirt with someone. My whole chat is just saying no, nope, never had it. Nope, never been able to flirt. Nope.
Contact.
I'm not funny. What if I'm not funny? I don't drink wine. I'm not invited to the party and nobody's ever flirted with me.
More talking. But then after a few minutes, you start thinking, is this person flirting with me?
No.
Sound familiar, anyone?
No.
Mm-hmm. See the person sitting next to you? It's happened to them. The person in front of you? It's happened to them. You see, this is a universal conundrum, but no more.
What if I stay home every night and play Valorant on Discord? What if I never go out and I've never had this happen to me?
Because in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to tell you the signs of flirting, and never again will you wonder, is this person flirting with me? I'm Jean Smith. I
won't have to wonder if I don't talk to people.
Anthropologist.
No, I have a girlfriend. I'm chilling.
Who studies flirting. A flirtologist, if you will. Now, as a flirtologist, I do research.
You're a flirtologist? Where did you get that fucking degree?
I write books, I give talks, and I work with clients, both private and corporate, all with the goal of helping people to become better flirts. So I can see some of you sitting there, you're thinking, really? Is this
She's too confident. It annoys me. She's like so confident she can convince somebody to be perfect at flirting. Like this is an 11-minute TED Talk. I don't think you're going to solve someone's like a deep problems.
Necessary. I mean, teaching people how to flirt.
Please skip this video. Absolutely not.
Yes, it is. I've been doing this for over a decade. And if the question, is this person flirting with me, was popular then, it's now everyone wants to take it to prom popular. Because over the last decade, the way that we flirt has changed dramatically.
How?
People are relying more and more on digital ways of communicating. But let's face it, an emoji with its tongue sticking out, it's only going to get you so far.
Oh, she thought that one was going to be a hit. Oh, that got maybe 2 chuckles. She thought that one was going to be a fucking hit.
Emoji with its tongue sticking out, it's only going to get you so far.
If I was in this crowd, I would actually laugh like that. I would purposely make this TED Talk completely unenjoyable.
At some point, you're gonna have to meet in person, unless, of course, you're a Japanese male. And in that case, you could go on to marry your video game girlfriend, Rinko.
Is that racist? That actually is just so racist. Oh my God. Bro, that's like not even, oh my God. That's like that wasn't even funny. That was actually just like racist.
And in that case, you could go on to marry your video game girlfriend, Rinko. So, as part of my quest to help people become better flirts, I did research. I went to the cities of London, New York, Paris, and Stockholm, and I researched the flirting behavior of its inhabitants. And I found there were 6 things that they all had in common. 6 ways that they could signal they were flirting and understood when someone was flirting with them. And I teach this.
Did she just walk around in these cities and stare at people flirt at each other? Like, what the fuck was her research?
Hot ape. It's the 6 signs. It's an acronym for the 6 signs of flirting. So what if I were to say to you, you must be a parking ticket because you've got fine written all over you? Well, H is for humor.
That wasn't funny at all.
Raise your hand if you thought my joke was funny.
Get this guy out of here. Get this guy out of this fuck. Pull him out. Get security on this man. What the fuck? That wasn't funny at all.
Okay, everyone with your hands up.
No.
I would totally date you.
Well, dude, he's just like, yes. He fucking raised his hand for that. Fuck yes. Maybe I could talk to her after the show.
If my husband weren't such a control freak. But anyway, if you didn't raise your hand, it's not a good match. It's just not going to work between us.
Well, your joke was fucking terrible.
But this is a good thing because hot aping people, it takes time.
Hot aping people. That's a term. Quinn for the 300 bets. There was this one time a woman started flirting with me and I didn't figure out until months later. It took you months to figure out that she was flirting with you. I think I've done that in the past before. Where you're thinking about it and it's just like one scenario and you're like, damn, bro, she was actually like into me. Like, you're some shit like that.
Does anyone here like reading a good
That
novel?
literally was with my girlfriend. Like, I knew my girlfriend since my sophomore year and she was like, she had somewhat like an interest in me. I had no idea. I had no idea.
These things also take time, especially Test Cricket. 5 days?
I have no idea what she's talking about.
And this is where people often get it wrong because they want to attract everybody. But no, you just want to attract those people who match with you. And that's why humor, specifically a shared sense of humor, is really important for helping you to differentiate.
Funny? What if you're not funny at all? What if you're actually just not funny? Like, in any way? Isn't this whole fucking theory just immediately in shambles if the person that is trying to accomplish this isn't funny?
Between your potential hot apes and squirrel monkeys.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're cute. I'm sure they have a great personality. But at the end of the day, it's a squirrel monkey. It's no hot ape. So,
What are you talking about? What is she talking about? Barbecue boy for the fucking 300 bits. Just got here, dub.
Is for open body language. 3 things to remember. Number 1,
Open body language. Don't be closed in.
Don't do this.
Okay, next time I meet somebody. You're just like so awkward. What the fuck? That's the open body language.
I know some of you are guilty of this. I've heard it all before. Oh, but I'm cold, or this is comfortable. Okay, whiny voice aside, in which instance do you want to hot ape me more?
Hot ape you more?
Or like this, right?
Neither.
Not hot ape, hot ape.
Neither.
Number 2, make sure your shoulders are facing the person.
All her problems for the sub.
Not hot ape.
What
Not
are you
hot
saying?
ape.
Bro, oh my God.
Still not
every
hot
other
ape.
sentence is just not hot ape. That's hot ape. Not hot ape.
Hot ape. Okay? Not hot ape.
The whole audience has no idea what she's saying. Sorry for the interruption. Just wanted to give a big thanks to my editor for making this video possible. And this ad, sponsored by ZipRecruiter. I found my editors kind of out of luck. Kind of just did like a little poll. Some reached out, had some through some friends. You know, I got lucky. But for some people trying to hire employees, it's not always like that. If you own a growing business and need to hire, ZipRecruiter makes hiring so much easier because they do the work for you. And you can try it for free now at ZipRecruiter.com/Joe B. ZipRecruiter uses its powerful technology to find and match the right candidates up with your job requirements. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Hiring on ZipRecruiter is so easy. In fact, the hardest thing you have to do is remember the special URL, ZipRecruiter.com/Joe B, where you can try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that is ZipRecruiter.com/Joe B. Thank you to ZipRecruiter for sponsoring this video. Let's get back into it.
Now, the third, this is the most important, and I'm only telling you guys. This is a really good one. To see if someone's interested, look at the direction in which their feet are pointing. So if their feet are pointing at you, good sign. If they're kind of out to the side, it means they're planning their escape route.
What if they're pigeon-toed? What if they're pigeon-toed? What if they're one of the people that stand like this? Like really close feet. Like their legs just are like... What do I do there? What do I do there? One's pointing one way, one's pointing the other. What if they're pigeon-toed? I stare at their feet? That's gonna make it seem like I have a foot fetish. That's fucking weird. You're just talking to them and you're like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. No. And their feet start turning the other way and they're just like dead staring at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
The further away our limbs are from our brain, the harder it is for us to control them. So, Shakira, I know you say the hips don't lie, but the flirtologist is here to say the feet don't lie.
Another mess.
T is for touch. Like humor, touch also has
why do you got the fucking pink lipstick on the monkey?
Positive physiological response on our body. Now, as a general rule, shoulder is a safe place to touch. But as you go down the arm towards the hands, the touch gets more intimate. That's why I recommend everyone should kind of tap the hand and say something like, oh, you're so funny. People seem to love that stuff.
If a guy did that, that would only come off as creepy. That would only work for women. I am saying that genuinely. If a man went like, if this is a woman's hand and a man goes, you're so funny, the woman's going to be like, that is so weird. That would only work for women. There is no shot that would ever work for a guy. Like, in any way. This shit is not focused on my face. There we go. No. What the fuck?
Okay. Oh, another place that would be nice to touch.
Is this how to get a restraining order?
Be just here at the top of the back between the shoulder blades. Perhaps if you're passing by, you can give a light touch.
No, that's going to make them visibly uncomfortable. That would make somebody uncomfortable. I wouldn't even want, like, I mean, like, I'm dating my girlfriend now, but if she just, like, randomly touched me, like, before I knew her like that, I would just be like, that's weird.
Flirting signs. People seem to be the most wary about...
This is how you get accused of sexual assault. This is not gonna work. This is terrible advice. Oh my God.
As one of my clients said, well, the other signs you can get away with, but when it comes to touch, you're culpable. But touch can get you out of the friend zone, and it can also show someone that you're interested. And as long as you remember, I like test cricket, it lasts 5 days, I don't have time to hot ape with everyone, then if the person doesn't respond positively, you can try someone else.
So you're telling me to just go around and touch people?
A.
15 to 20 years speed run, any percent speed run getting thrown in prison.
Is for attention. This one might seem obvious.
Bro, this just looks so fucked.
The more attention someone is paying you, the more they like you. But the problem is, once you're in the interaction, it's really hard to be objective. Which is why in anthropology, we have...
That made no sense. Once you're in the interaction, it's hard to be objective. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean?
Methodology. It's called participant observation. And I think this could be a really useful tool for you to use in flirting. It means that you're participating, you're in the interaction, but you're not so in it that you can't observe. So if you were to, for example...
So look a bit dazed, look a bit glossed over to where I'm kind of just like, what the fuck do you want me to do? Just be dazed, just kind of be somewhat dissociated from reality.
It means that you're not so self-conscious that you can't...
Or if they blush, that also might mean they're extremely uncomfortable. It could be one of two things. I'm going to say we remove the touch one here from the hot ape theory. Because the whole, if she blushes, that's good. Yeah, no, that could also be the exact opposite.
Observe the effect that you're having on the other person. And that, my friends, is when the flirting gets really fun.
Just stare at them. Keep eye contact. Keep eye contact with attention. Just never break eye contact. Yeah. And then you touch her. And then you touch her arm. I really think you're funny. That is so weird. That's not normal. What the fuck?
P is for proximity. Now, proximity was used in two ways. The first, if you see someone across the room and then all of a sudden they're next to your side, this is not a coincidence. It means they like what they see and they must explore further. The other way proximity was used is when you're actually in the interaction, they're standing closer than usual. So if you're attracted, great. If you're not, they're in your space. So the last of the flirting signs is the most important. Can anyone guess what it is?
Blanking.
Thank you. It's eye contact.
You're really funny. Why did the chicken cross the road? To get to the other side. That's so fucking weird.
This was the number one way that people could understand someone was flirting with them and the difference between friendly and flirting. So in flirting eye contact, the gaze happened more often. It was held for a longer amount of time and it was more intense.
No, when I first started talking to my girlfriend, it kind of made me uncomfortable to look in her eyes. Just because I was nervous. You know what I mean? Like when you like someone, you kind of look at them less. Because like when you look at your eyes, you're like, oh fuck. And you kind of like look away.
So using these signs, humor, open body language, touch, attention, proximity, eye contact.
Humor, okay. Open body language, whatever. Touch, get that out of there. Attention, get that out of there. A proximity, get that out of there.
You can recognize
that's all going to go terribly wrong.
Someone's flirting with you. And as a general rule, the more signs, the better. Now, my favorite story of hot ape being used in the field was relayed to me by one of my clients. She had shared hot ape with all of her friends. And one night, they went out hot aping guys.
See, it also just sounds, okay. That sounds bad. Do you understand that sounds bad? They went around hot aping guys. That is very close to another word. That is very close to another word. That is very close to another word. Can we not? Yeah. We went around hot aping people. That's no.
And one of her friends was making eye contact with a guy at the bar. And she went over and spoke with him. She came back a few minutes later, a bit dejected. And my client said, well, what happened?
Client. That means they paid you. They paid you to teach them this fucking bullshit.
What happened? And she's like, nothing. Well, did you hot ape it? She's like, yeah. And so
yeah, I hot aped him. I did. I made a joke. I had open body language. I touched him uncomfortably. I gave him attention. I did everything. And then he told me if I don't leave him alone, he's going to punch me in the face. I mean, like...
And they started going through the signs. Well, did you use humor?
I grabbed his crotch and he punched me in the face. I mean, like, what?
What about open body language? You didn't do this like you usually do, did you? No. What about touch? Did you touch him? Like, backhand? Oh, God, I didn't use touch. And then they started laughing. They're like, well, no wonder.
No, I really don't think the touch was the key factor on whether or not you would bag a guy. If I'm keeping it real here.
And what normally could have been a situation of dejection.
Oh, I didn't do the T in hot ape. I did ho ape. I didn't do hot ape. I did ho ape. And it didn't work.
Feeling bad. It just turned into a fun game.
I ho aped him instead. That sounds so bad. Oh my God.
And this is the power of hot ape because it turns flirting into what it should be. It's something
prison
fun,
sentences.
Easy. It's not a big deal. And when we think about flirting like this, it totally changes our paradigm of rejection. And in situations where we're often feeling self-conscious or a bit nervous.
They only go back to this camera. There are probably 10 people in the audience. This is the only people in the audience.
We have scientific tools to help us remember what to do. And finally, it makes it not about us. It's a checklist. It's tasks. It's things to do rather than how we often see flirting, which is a stranger's evaluation of our worth.
No, that's exactly what flirting is. That is exactly what flirting is a stranger's evaluation on whether or not you're worthy to talk to them. That is exactly what flirting is. What the fuck do you mean? Flirting is not a checklist. It's whether or not somebody deems you as worthy to speak to them.
When you are on a date, just look at them and go, wake up.
Wake up. The spiders are crawling. Start freaking out, trying to get them to think they're dreaming.
So now you know the signs of flirting. And I encourage you to not just recognize, but be proactive because these signs also use for you to express interest. And this...
But then you're not actually showing your personality to the individual. You're just doing some dumbass checklist. Even if this worked, which it wouldn't. You're just following a checklist. You're not actually showing the person your personality. You're just following a checklist to try and get them into you.
Is my challenge to you. Forget about the game. Forget about the rules. Be genuine. Take action and go hot ape someone.
I need to read. Oh, really? I wonder why. The comments are turned off. That's shocking to me. Beam answer for this up. I wonder why the comments are turned off.